Good afternoon. I hereby call this agenda review meeting of the Nacogdoches ISD Board of Trustees by video conference to order. A quorum of board members is present at today's meeting. Everyone is in attendance. Thank you all for being here. On March the 16th, Governor Greg Abbott granted a request by Attorney General Ken Paxton to temporarily suspend a limited number of open meetings laws to the extent necessary to allow for telephone or video conference meetings in response to the coronavirus. In accordance with those suspended rules, we certify the following. Notice of this meeting has been posted online for at least 72 hours. Although members of the board are not, members of the board are gathered in a physical location, and we do have a quorum in attendance by video conference. We are meeting by use of Zoom software, which allows two-way communication for members of the public. As we would at any in-person meeting, members of the public who have followed the instructions on the meeting notice for registering to speak during public comment will have the opportunity to do so. If you would like to provide comment at a future meeting conducted by video conference, please follow the instructions on the meeting notice. All other meeting procedures will adhere to board adopted procedures to the extent practical. An audio recording of this meeting is being made and will be made available to the public at a later date. Zoom software allows for people to view and interact. We apologize in advance for any unforeseen technical difficulties and ask for your patience as we navigate those. If you have any questions about these suspended laws, please call the Office of the Attorney General at 888-672-6787 or by email at toma@oag.texas.gov. As a friendly reminder, this is an agenda review meeting. No action will be taken today. The first item on our agenda today is public comment. We did not receive any requests to address the board today. That's going to take us to our agenda review of the consent agenda. The first item is board meeting minutes. Did anyone have any comments or corrections to the minutes? Hearing none, we'll move to item B, business office reports. Mrs. Barbrick.
Good afternoon, President Fitch, board members, Dr. Trujillo. I'd like to begin with the budget amendments, and they start at page 16, and the individual amendments I'll be discussing are on page 17. Item A and B are both campus requested. The high school would like to move funds to curriculum and staff development from school leadership. And Reggae would like to move funds into instruction from curriculum and staff development and health services. Item C, move funds to cover debt service payment not fully budgeted, moving from student transportation into debt service for $8,600. And item D, move UIL choir stipend budgeted in correct account. It was budgeted in function 11 and it should be in function 36. Any questions on the budget amendments? Okay. Next, I'd like to move to the donations under $2,500, and you'll find them on page 21, starting on page 21. We have, these are non-cash donations of gift cards and meals and groceries, as well as a stationary bike. These come from Kroger, some individuals, and athletics. Any questions on the donations under $2,500? Okay. Next, I'd like to talk about the investments. They're on page 24 and 25. Again, we are not earning very much at all. Hearing that interest rates are going up, so I'm hopeful that this will change. Any questions on the investments? All right. right, next I want to jump up to page 92 and 93, where we have donations over $2,500. We have a donation for band from the Nacogdoches Band Boosters in the amount of $8,756. This is requesting to be spent on wrapping their band truck. And then we received a grant from the TLR Temple Foundation for $30,000. And this is to be used for the instructional support for third grade reading and math. This will be used over summer school. Any questions on those donations?
Yes, I would just like to say something about the TLL Temple Foundation. They have done a lot of good over the years. As a matter of fact, TLL Temple was at the dedication of the first MRI unit in this whole area over in Memorial Hospital in Lufkin, and they remain active. We do appreciate them supporting our students in summer school and that educational endeavor. And I thought, as in the past, Secretary Winslow has written some letters of appreciation from the board. And Madam President, as you desire, you can further do that. But I think our interaction with the TLL Temple is very good, and we want to commend them for how they're helping our kids here.
Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Grover. Ms. Winslow, would you take that task on? Thank you.
All right, and now I'll take any questions you have on any of my other information presented.
Any questions?
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mrs. Barber. Okay, that takes us to item D, the consideration of order for cancellation of the May 1, 2021 election for superintendent, for District 4. I don't know, whoa, wow. For District 4 and declare unopposed candidate election. Superintendent.
Yes. The District 4 position for May 1st, 2021 election is unopposed. To cancel an election, the governing body must first receive and approve the certification of unopposed candidates, which was done at the March 25th, 2021 regular meeting. This order of cancellation only applies to District 4, as the District 5 race has 2 candidates.
Any questions regarding this item? All right, hearing none, we'll move to item E, certify the superintendent for the Region 7 ESC Regional Advisory Committee for the 2021-2022 school year. Dr. Trujillo.
Madam President and Board, this is an exciting opportunity for Nacogdoches ISD and the city of Nacogdoches to have a voice at the Region Service Center with regards to the operations and the future of Nacogdoches ISD. And so I'm very pleased and excited that the Regional Advisory Committee is comprised of Region 7 superintendents and charter schools and CEOs. Region 7 bylaws state the Regional Advisory Committee members from local school districts must be certified by the Board of Trustees prior to May 17, 2021.
Thank you, sir. Any questions? Discussion? I would just like to say thank you so much. We know you have an extremely busy schedule, but serving on a regional committee like that and representing our community is greatly appreciated.
Absolutely. Our kids are going to be champions for this.
All right, that'll carry us to item F, submission of class size waiver to the Texas Education Agency. Mr. Martin.
Good afternoon, President Fitch, members of the board, Dr. Trujillo. Administration would like to go ahead and pull item F from the board agenda, as we have learned new information that TEA does not require us to submit a waiver in the last 12 weeks of school for class sizes. We are actually one student over in a classroom at Regay Elementary. However, the requirement to submit a waiver is not, it's not actually required at this time.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Martin. All right, that carries us to item 4, an executive closed session. The board will now conduct an executive closed session to discuss the items posted on our agenda pursuant to the following provisions of the Texas Open Meetings Act and is allowed by Texas Government Code sections 551.071, 551.074, and 551.129. No voting will take place in the closed meeting. Any action the board wishes to take as a result of discussion in closed session would take place after the board reconvenes in open session. It is now 12:11 p.m. We would anticipate returning to open session no earlier than 1 o'clock. All right, thank you, sir. The board is now reconvening into open session at 1:19 p.m. We have one final item on our agenda. I'll entertain a motion.
This is Mindy. I move that we adjourn.
Thank you, Mrs. Winslow. Do we have a second?
I second the motion.
Thank you, Reverend. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Thank you so much. See you guys on Thursday.
So that Thursday, are we meeting in that back room? Do we-